On the last night of the 20th century, a family was brutally murdered in their Tokyo home. Most killers would flee, terrified of getting caught. But this one didn't. He stayed. For 10 long hours, he made himself at home, surrounded by the family he had just slain. He ate their ice cream, used their computer, and even took a nap on their sofa. This is the story of one of Japan's most haunting, unsolved cases, the Setagaya Family Murders, and a phantom who lingered in a house of death. It was December 30th, 2000. In the quiet Setagaya ward of Tokyo, Mikio Miyazawa, his wife Yasuko, and their 2 young children, 8-year-old Nina and 6-year-old Rei, were getting ready to celebrate the new year. Their home was uniquely situated, bordering a park, a detail that would later become a key part of the investigation. That night, their quiet preparations were shattered. An intruder silently climbed up to the 2nd floor and slipped in through a small bathroom window. The horror that unfolded next was swift and merciless. The entire family was wiped out in a frenzy of violence. But what truly sets this case apart, what has baffled investigators for over 2 decades, is not just the brutality of the act, but the chilling calmness of the killer afterward. Instead of escaping into the night, the murderer acted as if he belonged there. He walked to the family's refrigerator, took out 4 cups of ice cream, and ate them in the living room, leaving the empty containers right there. He brewed himself some tea. After injuring his hand during the attack, he calmly searched through the family's first aid kit, found bandages, and patched himself up. Then, in an act of incredible audacity, he sat down at the family computer. For hours, he surfed the web. The digital trail he left behind showed he looked up things like theater tickets and visited the website of a popular musical company. His mouse clicks were the only sounds in the silent, tragic home as the world outside prepared to welcome a new millennium. It's almost as if the killer wanted to be caught. He left a treasure trove of evidence that should have made this an open and shut case. His DNA was everywhere. His blood, type A, was found on towels and bandages. His fingerprints were scattered throughout the house. He even left his own clothes behind, neatly folded on the 2nd floor. A brightly colored sweater, a scarf, a hip bag, and his shoes. The murder weapon, a sashimi knife, was found discarded at the scene. Inside the hip bag, investigators discovered sand, which was later traced all the way back to the Edwards Air Force Base area in the Nevada desert. They had so much to go on. They had his DNA profile. They had a description of his appearance. They had his clothes. They knew he was athletic, likely in his late teens or early 20s, and probably of mixed ancestry. And yet, he has never been found. He is a ghost. Despite a massive manhunt, one of the largest in Japanese history, with over 280,000 officers involved, the man simply vanished. On the morning of December 31st, he walked out of the Miyazawa home and disappeared into the bustling streets of Tokyo, just as the city was waking up to the last day of the year. Who was he? Was he a disgruntled skater from the adjacent park? Was he a professional hitman with an unusual post-crime ritual? Or was he something far more terrifying, a thrill killer who wanted to live out a dark fantasy? The questions are as numerous as the pieces of evidence he left behind. The Miyazawa family home stood for nearly 2 decades, a silent, grim memorial to the tragedy. With the calendar forever stuck on December 30th, 2000, as the world cheered for the arrival of 2001, one man walked away into the new century, carrying a secret that continues to haunt Japan to this day. The case remains open, a chilling reminder of the phantom who celebrated the new year in a house of death. Thank you for watching. If you found this story compelling, please like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into history's most fascinating mysteries.